how can I change my country? And the lady, very young lady, says, how can you intervene when your child gets a cancer? I mean, isn't it unjust? There is injustice in the world. You know, there is no fault with the little girl who dies 2 years old. And I say, but this child, have you seen this child? Were you present when she died? Believing that she was just telling a story or someone else. She said it was my child who died. She was 2 years old. How can you explain this? And you know, this is interesting because you know, when you said that everything depends upon you, everything depends upon you. There is nothing outside yourself that doesn't have to have your inner consent to happen. Then to answer this question is very, very difficult, but you have to live those principles to give an answer. And I said to the lady, you see, there is no fault in your child. And it was a very dramatic moment. There was no fault in your child, but you have to look back and see your relationship with your husband, with your family, and years before, because you know, the unexpected needs always a very long time to happen. And when it happens, we say, what? All of a sudden, my child has a cancer. That was a very, we recorded all this, and then there is a video of this. That was a very, very beautiful moment, because the lady, you know, was saying, yes, my life was an inferno, was the hell. Then you see that the world around is reflecting what you are. You cannot escape from this, because the world has the ungrateful task to tell you all the truth. All the truth, nothing else than the truth. Then we don't like it, because we don't know that all that coming from the world is having our permission and our consent. Then we believe that the world outside ourselves is unjust, and it is aggressive and violent, but it is not. If you change yourself, if you realize that all the violence and aggressiveness, wars, conflicts, are coming from you yourself, be very careful. I am not talking to, I am to all of you, I am talking to you. When you realize that all the violence is coming from you, the world changes. I met people who, you know, entrepreneur, very rich entrepreneur who fell in bankruptcy, and then you see, you go through his life, her life, and you will see that before the bankruptcy there was a crack in their own being. Otherwise you cannot type, not even a financial crack. Cannot happen. A man of integrity, a woman of integrity cannot happen to enter into such difficult moment. Because if some problem comes, it's coming for you to tell you there is something missing within yourself. Something missing within yourself. then there is nothing that the world is telling you that is against you, but is for you, to tell you, turn towards yourself and see that the very cause of everything happening in the world is coming from you. This is my realization, my discovery. It cannot be shared with all of you. But if you understand this, you will see that your life will become something very